welcome to Life, Love, and Training with your host, Cammie Leal. So, I have a special guest with me today. I have Amanda. And tell everybody hey, and tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm 26 years old. I started training when I was 19. Did not have a proper diet. I started in college, just drinking and eating whatever I wanted. But I did ROTC at Purdue University, and the Army kind of whipped me into shape. So I'm stationed in Alaska right now. I'm active duty field artillery. I'll be here in Alaska for the next 2 years. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Do you even like the cold?
So no, I fucking hate being cold. I do. And they have 7 layers. I don't know if you've ever seen this, 'cause I know you've been in.
Yeah.
But they have seven layers to the Army uniform out here. I literally have a Michelin Man puff suit.
Oh wait, they gave us that shit when we were deployed to Afghanistan with the marshmallow suit.
Yes. That's actually they tell you okay, level up, level this, level that, and then you're get out of bed at 5 a.m.
And you're this.
Yeah, and the boots are from that, what is that Christmas movie where I don't even know, where he's just walking around, claymation. You look like a cartoon character straight over.
So how long have you been in the service for?
I've been in for 8 years, actually. I was in the National Guard for 6 of those years, and some active time. Now, this is my first duty station, though, so this is
this is fucking Alaska.
Yeah, so I requested it.
What the fuck?
Yeah. My sister's stationed here. She lives right next door to me. So
okay.
I was you know what? Yeah, I was all right, you know what? She's a pilot. She's currently deployed in Korea right now, but.
Well, at least you got family there, so at least there's something.
Yeah, not alone.
Not just fucking ice roads and the North Pole.
Yeah. I live 5 minutes from the North Pole.
Oh my God, did you go see it?
Yeah, it's constant. It's literally constantly Christmas there. There's a house, the Santa Claus house. I'm not even shit. I can't make this up. Also, the mosquitoes. Oh my God. So it's summer here right now. Constant sunlight. The sun never goes down.
Oh my God. Oh, like the movie. Like that fucking movie. Yeah. 40 Days and 40 Nights.
The sun never goes down in the summer. So I'm sleeping and there's birds chirping outside. Not kidding. It's daylight.
Oh my God, I'm fucking die. So,
what got prepping in the winter?
Oh no, I ain't about that life. I do all my shit in the summer, girl. All of it in the summer. So, what got you into competing?
Okay, so I was at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and my basic officer leadership course, and I was training like I always did. I always trained I had a lot of anger, I had a lot of angst, and so I was always training. That's why I love lifting weights. And
yeah.
I started at Purdue, started lifting weights, had a weightlifting crew, competed in some strongman stuff, dabbling CrossFit, but never really had a path of what do I want to do with this. No real direction. Plus, I did not have the diet. So I'm just killing it. I always killed legs. I just love leg day, the grind, and fall on the floor, So this first sergeant, he noticed me and was making conversation with me. And every single day I saw him, he'd say, "So when's the show?
Mm-hmm.
When are you going to compete? When are you going to come join us?" And it was join the dark side. And I kept saying what everybody says. I could never do that.
I can't do the diet. I like food too much.
Yeah, you're crazy. I'm and I'm there's just no way I could do that. And then, so I just researched and I started reaching out to coaches. And I was I'm just gonna get a coach and see,
That's the first step.
And I went keto. I went keto the first time, and I died. I did the keto sickness thing, and I'm okay, this is terrible. What the heck?
You poor thing. You're right out the gate. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. Girl, right out the gate with keto, bacon, streaky bacon, and I was so sick all the time.
Oh,
So
all the
yeah.
fucking fat.
Oh, I did not vibe. So, and then I just kept researching and just honestly, I went coach shopping and I found a coach out of Staten Island. I really liked him. Um, Found him through a mutual friend, and he helped me get to my first competition. Um,
Would you place your first competition?
well, I placed first, but
Okay.
you know, I, it,
What, did
there
they
was
not have a lot of competition? Is that why you don't count
yeah,
it? Okay. I've been there.
there's two competitors.
I've fucking been
Like,
there.
like, yeah, I'm the best out of two.
Out of 2 fucking people. Woohoo. I've been there. I've fucking been there.
Yeah. But it was good. It was like really good lessons learned. I learned so much about myself with the diet. Um, and like, the
Mental
like,
fuck.
yeah, the relationship you have with food. It's like,
You progressed though. Like I saw like you posted your progress picture from like your first to your last, and by God, that's why I like you so much, because you can see the fucking determination in each goddamn picture, if it makes sense. That's what I live for. Like I want to
yes,
see something better than next time I fucking go up there.
yes, that's yeah, exactly. It wasn't like yeah, people say you're obsessed or whatever. It wasn't like that. It was like I have a very, very specific goal. I want to grow my back. I want to grow my shoulders.
Yeah, it's just certain things like, okay, you want to
Yeah,
go to the zoo on fucking Saturday. I want to grow my fucking delts.
just the front delt this
That's
time, okay?
it.
That's all I'm asking for.
And that's the beauty about it, because like you work on something and then you get it to where you want it to be, and then something else needs to catch up.
Yeah,
So you're
yeah,
always catching up with something, so that's why it's
yeah,
always fun.
yeah. I agree. If you come at it with that mindset, I absolutely agree, because you can get overwhelmed with being like, wow, I want all of these things, but once you dial in and just find the one or two things you want to work on, like this whole prep, it was like and I'm sure it's the same for you, but every prep is different.
Oh, God forsake every prep. This
Yeah,
is the easiest prep I've had, this one.
that's good. Oh, that's awesome. Because you look great. You're dialing in, dude. Your stomach is like lean
But
as
I,
shit.
I found when you find the right coach that has notes on you before, that actually gives a shit, it's easier to go into that. And I keep Josh all year round. This motherfucker is with me all year round. He's during my growing season. He's during my, like, everything. So he literally sees it all year round. And I love
That's good.
that. But
Yeah,
it's so you have to find somebody
yeah,
that gives a fuck.
yep. And with that being said, like there's so much I hear so much about, coach, you jump from this coach to that coach, or somebody. I was reading an Instagram post about being loyal, and I'm like, man, that's an investment you're making. You're
That
making
is
an
your
investment in
life.
coach. Yeah, that's your body. That's your everything.
It ain't, people just think
So
it's
I
just
don't.
money. It ain't just money. Like this is a relationship you form.
Yep.
If you want to
Yep.
go and be successful, this is something you form. It's like a bond that you
Yeah.
have to have with your coach in order to be successful like that.
Yep. I agree. And I think you should take your time. And I don't think you should be afraid to say it's not working for me anymore. Or
Girl, I did it.
yeah.
I done did it 4 fucking times. I shit you not. And people want to know how you break up with your coach. It's rather simple. Like it's not like they shouldn't understand. You just simply say, I need to find services elsewhere. We're not meshing very well, so I need to find somebody that I mesh with. Because we can't coach everybody. Not everybody can be coached by me, because half of the people probably won't even like my fucking style.
Yep. Yep. Some people want their hands to be held. Some people want daily motivational memes and shit.
Yeah, everybody's
Um,
different.
yeah. I respond so well to like that, military, that I respond well to, the way that you communicate with me.
Because
I
I'm very just like, I just get it out. What needs to get
Yep.
out, I get it out. And everybody said I should have been an officer of the fucking military, because I could delegate like nobody's
Oh,
business. I'll tell you what
you
needs
would
to be
kill it.
done.
Kill it.
But that's why I was
Kill
in
it.
NCO though. You tell
Yeah,
me,
I
I
bet
tell
you
you.
Yes. Yes, I love that. I would have loved to work with you, man. I would have loved to work with you.
Because I'm not lazy. That's the one thing. I fucking hate laziness. Laziness is one of my pet goddamn peeves. And I'm like, if there's certain times, like when your body's tired to be lazy, like when you need a rest day and all that shit.
Yeah.
But like when you're trying to get shit done, there's no room for laziness.
Yeah, I agree. I'm all about the respect aspect of it. So, if you respect yourself and you respect everybody else, and that you like that's what's gonna carry. If you don't respect yourself enough to get the fuck up and do some work, then get the fuck out.
Okay, well, let's talk about respect. This is a touchy subject in the military for women, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know how you rolled with your soldiers, but how I roll with mine, my females, you're gonna earn your shit. You ain't gonna walk around all prissy. Like, I don't give a fuck if you wear makeup, girl. You can look fabulous all you want, but you are gonna sweat that makeup off when I need you to.
Mhm.
You get what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I've always been really tough around my female soldiers. I do not hesitate to correct their hair and makeup standards, or even just their military presence. I'll compliment them when the compliments due, but for me, it's because I'm an officer, I try to lead by example. So the way that I carry myself around the other males, I don't drink. I don't drink with soldiers. I don't drink with my peers. And that's just a decision I've made.
Well, we're probably not big drinkers, anyways. That's what people
Right.
understand. If you compete, you're really.
I used to be.
Oh, fuck yeah. Mike was, I was. We were both
yeah.
party goddamn animals, but
Yeah.
like you put that shit to something better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I think that I've always said, like, with leading by example and everything, that shit trickles downhill. When those girls see, or the female soldiers see you, the way that you carry yourself, and then they see the way that the males respond to that. It is a male dominant. It is a male dominant workplace. So, you don't have to. I don't have to compensate. I don't have to be
Dude,
puffing. I actually don't even talk about.
you ain't gotta say shit because your presence
Yeah.
is known, and that's the most badass part. Because let me tell you, when I walked into a room, I didn't have to say one fucking word, and you could tell in my uniform that I was jacked as fuck, and none of the infantry dudes fucked with me. None.
Good.
All you hear is, yo, bro, I bet she could outbench you,
Yep.
bro. And I'm like, I was
Yeah.
like, I can fucking hear you, you retards.
Yeah. It becomes like Martin, you gonna arm wrestle me for that? Or be careful, she's gonna kick your ass. And I'm like, I'm really not a violent person. Don't test me. And then they're like, oh shit.
I don't think it's so insane. Like, we baffle them. So I know when you strolled up into your fucking unit, they were just like,
They were like, well, plus it's Fairbanks, Alaska. So, girls don't look like this up here. I gotta wear a sweatshirt everywhere. So not only that, it's like, yeah, they're all like, what is going on over here?
what is this? What is this?
Girl lifting. What is she lifting?
What?
So I try not to talk about it too much. I just kind of keep to myself unless they're curious. Also, it's a lot of people want to know what the secret is.
Oh,
and
always.
You're just like, man.
My favorite is when, like, you go into the gym or you go somewhere new. And like, for instance, when I went to my unit, I literally gave a nutrition class every fucking drill.
Oh my god, yeah, baby.
And it's just because they want to know the secret, and I'm like, it's fucking food.
Greens, lean meats.
I was like,
oh
the shit you don't want to eat, like that Chipotle bowl you got right there.
Yeah.
You can't eat that.
And not to mention the field feed they give us out here. You know what I mean? You guys, your soldiers are overweight. Well, I'm like, stop giving us fatty cakes in the field. Stop giving us.
They're trying to fatten y'all up because they need y'all to be fat in Alaska.
Oh, honestly though, like, oh my god. No.
Well, I can imagine the obesity rate over there is through the fucking roof.
Yep. They've got cola up here, and yeah, it's hey, what's up? What was that you said? Rates of what?
The obesity rate.
Oh, the obesity rate. You know what? It's in Fairbanks. It's more like.
Oh wait, no, they got crackheads there. Y'all got meth. My bad. Yeah.
Like they're bored. They're so bored.
I was like, my bad, y'all. You got the meth heads.
Yes. Yeah. But you know what? So I drove through Canada to get here, and they do not like tourists. I'm telling you,
In
they
Canada?
do not like us. No, like you stop. There's miles. There's so many. There's one part of the Alaska to the highway, that you're driving it for so long, you have to bring gallons of gas. You got to strap gallons of gas to your car because it'll be that long before you see a gas station. So we stopped for the night, and I slept in like, it was like a trailer to a semi. Like we thought it was a hotel, and like go in there, and then it's like he's like, oh, dude, I don't even know how to explain it, but it was the scariest thing ever. I had to share a bathroom with the guys, and I'm like,
it was like a fucking deployment connexes.
Yeah. Moose. Oh my God, the moose. Jesus, they jump in front of your car, and you're like,
oh, it's like deers down here, except moose are fucking huge.
Yeah. Oh, they're huge. If there's a moose in your front yard, you gotta call in late to work, because you do not go outside when that moose is in your front yard. You wait until he's gone.
Yo, boss, I ain't gonna make it in yet. I got a moose, and then send a picture. I got a moose.
They're like, take your time. Like, it's like not even, and like you can't leave your garbage outside. You know how some people do, leave it on their front porch. You don't do that out here, because like
attract everything.
There are bears. They don't really come into the town or anything, but
you ain't gotta worry about insects. You're worried about fucking bears and shit. And moose.
And people are like, I'm from Indiana. Okay, it's not like I haven't gone camping or gone hiking. I'm in the Army. People are like, you want to go camping? And I'm like, I have seen way too many fucking movies. I'm good. Like, I'm good on that. Take pictures.
Send them to me.
Yeah. Also, no.
Oh. Okay.
I would RV though. I would totally RV.
Oh, RV's like cake. RV's like so cake.
Yeah. Because you have a fridge, you know?
Okay, so let's talk. Let's talk about your last show. Let's get into that. Let's get into that. What show did you just do?
Junior Nationals, Chicago.
All right, and how long did you prep for that show?
February. So, like 6 months almost. About
Fuck.
6 months. Yeah. My off season was so, like, that's the thing, is like I was very disciplined in my off season. I'm very, very disciplined. I think that's what really helped. All the way up until the show, I was crazy lean. I mean, you saw the pictures, but honestly, I think it's because my off season was so clean and so rigid. It is true.
My girl Shanice, that is competing at nationals with me, my bikini chick, I controlled her entire off season. She literally stayed maybe 10 to 15 pounds above stage weight her entire off season. It was perfect.
Yes.
And she's coasting right into her prep.
And that's exactly what happened with me too. It was, I just did it by the book. Whatever he said, I did. And I loved it. Like I said, you tell me what to do, I'll execute. Just be straightforward with me. And there was no go get, a friggin' cake and ice cream or anything. There was nothing crazy. It was like, okay, you're going to refeed, go get like a burger and fries. But
yeah.
Honestly, I really didn't even need a refeed because he kept me so full. He really did. He fed the shit out of me. But I grew really well. And then it was easy. It was so easy because he just changed the foods, changed the quantities, up the cardio like it should be.
And it's smooth sailing.
Yeah. I coasted right in. And I mean, my waist was like week by week by week. And then, of course,
so let's talk about, because we want to warn people, like not even warn people, but like make them educated about flying before your show and shit like that. So tell us what led up until that point.
So, I was buying the tickets for the show, and I called him and I said, hey, what do you think about flying? I've heard about this water retention of flying. And I had enough leave that I could have flown in a week early, And I hadn't eaten anything because what you eat before the show is totally from my experience, the last 2 shows I've done, isn't like your normal meals. You might have a couple of your normal meals, but it's usually like get off the plane, take a picture.
It's spur of the
Okay, I'm
moment
going to
shit.
this kind of thing. Right. That's what I was used to. So, I hadn't heard from him, and I'm like, I'm like just floating in the wind, haven't eaten anything for like 12 hours.
It's
Haven't
fucking scary. Not only that, but you drank like 3 gallons of water, right, before you got on the
Right.
plane.
I was eating every day before that for 4 days. I'd been eating 2,500 plus calories a day. So 2,500 calories a day is a lot for me. I felt my abdomen was distended like a turtle shell.
It was.
And then I was drinking 3 gallons, which I was barely reaching, so about 2.5 gallons. I was chugging water. I'm like, okay, he's got a plan. He's got a plan. Well, I land, and and I hadn't heard from him, and so I didn't eat anything or drink anything because it's the day before the show, and I'm thinking, well, he probably cut. So I'm just like I said, I felt.
I would have been flipping my fucking shit. Okay.
Girl, the figure girl that I was with, she was like, "What the hell? Like, how are you doing this right now?" And I'm like, just like sitting in the front seat, like, I don't know what to do. I haven't eaten anything. I haven't drank anything. And I'm like wandering through the grocery store, and like I was fucking dying because I ate all that food, and then I don't even know. She's helping me find stuff in the grocery store. I don't even know. I'm just picking up random shit. I'm like, I guess rice cakes, maybe some honey, like just thinking of stuff that you would give somebody. And I'm like, just waiting to hear from him. Well, he had been traveling, and he apologized, and he's like, okay, you look great. Just keep eating. Like, what?
You're like, no, I don't look great. No, I don't.
Like, I'm gonna cry. I was like, I'm gonna fucking cry. I'm just gonna rock back and forth. Like, this is terrible. Like, it was very scary. And I know that might seem very dramatic, but it's like, man, I've spent so much money.
Okay, so people, let me. I don't even think people realize this is why I helped you. Okay, not only did she take leave to do this, but she flew from Alaska to do this, and also paid for all of her show shit. That's a lot of fucking money. That's what people don't understand.
Yeah, I had invested 6 months of time, and I had expressed to him my long-term goals, so I didn't feel like we were connecting at that point, and I told him I felt watery, I felt full, I felt too full. I couldn't use the restroom going to help me not feel full. I couldn't take a shit, basically. So I called. I remember listening to you. I always, you're like, I just love you. And I remember I even tuned in on one of your lives, and I asked you about flying.
Yeah.
And you said always fly the week before, 4 to 5 days, like even a whole week. Do your prep in the city that you're gonna be.
Yep.
You can gain up to 10 pounds in water, and I felt like at this certain point in prepping,
you literally gained well over 10 pounds of water.
Yes, I felt 10 pounds. I felt it. I was like, okay, this has got to be dramatic. Like I don't know. And then the girls are all like, you look great. You look great. I like looked at one of my girlfriends that I bullshit me, and I'm like, I'm carrying water, and she's like, yeah, we need to call him for help. I'm like, I'm calling 911, dude. So I called you. I contacted, because you're busy. You're so busy.
Mike actually, like, yeah, Mike got it before I did.
I'm like, get Cammie now. Like, I know she's busy. I know get your wife on the damn phone. And you were like, all right, girl, here we go. And you just like, you comforted me. It's nice to have another woman be like, it's okay, I understand. But you were like, you were just on it. It was what I needed. I needed someone to be on my shit. Not like, hey, sorry, I'm traveling. Keep eating your meals. Drink a bunch of water. Go get a burger.
No, because at this point in time, at this point in time, it was like when I got to you, I was like, it's crunch time. Like it's like do or die. Like either you're gonna come in last or you're gonna fucking place. But I wasn't having that. Like, I was going to fucking do everything in my power. And did I bring you in 100%? Absolutely not. But I brought you in the best I fucking could for like a day.
Yeah, a lot better. Yeah, I went from looking like a bag of milk to like a little bit less, like a little raisin.
I know, it made me so happy. And then by the end, you did get that burger.
I did. I did get the burger. Yeah, you dragged me out. It was awesome. It's what I needed. I needed somebody about it. I think it was just he had the right idea to carve me up and everything and fill me out. But I just don't think that.
I don't think the water and the flying
right.
didn't mesh well, because you have to make sure before you start to carb load somebody like that that they're excreting the water that you're putting into them.
Yes. Yeah, I felt saturated. I felt
you
like
were.
I had just gone to, yeah, I felt like I had gone to freaking Ponderosa, you know, like that feeling where you're just like, I gotta go home and lay down on my side because I am so full. I felt like that. Like, people say you go to your show, you should kind of be miserable, right?
Yeah.
Like, when I landed, I was miserable. But like going up to the show, I'm like, why do I feel so good? Oh, probably
you're like, fuck yeah.
700 calories a day. Like, I'm like, yeah, peak week. Like, what's up? And I'm like, where the fast? Like, this is not good. I'm scared. Like, I'm still vascular and crazy scary looking everywhere else, but or not crazy scary looking, but you know, a little freaky everywhere else. But like, my stomach was telling the story. Like,
it was your stomach and your glutes, but your stomach was the more or less, like, that's the only two places like you were holding a fuck ton of water, and I was like, yo.
Yeah, the lower back, like I could see it coming off my suit, and I'm like, oh my god, this is terrible.
Because we're supposed to be dry, we're not supposed to have any rolls. We're like, fuck.
No, I'm like, this would look good, like going out to the clubs and stuff, but could get on stage. What the fuck?
So, needless to say, I want to tell people what I did. So, when I got her, I immediately cut her carbs. She did not have any carbs. I then fed her protein. She had protein up until first show. Because she had a 2-day show. So, I fed her protein. She got her kidneys pissing out everything. Every motherfucking thing. And then she was finally dry. And then I brought her into the show, and then by right before prejudging, right, or something like that, I gave her a burger, and she was good to fucking go.
Yeah, whatever sodium was, I think I'd had some fries too.
Yeah.
It's just like my body, I could feel my muscles, and then you were like, okay, get pumped up, and I could feel it when I did push-ups, and I was like lifting coolers and shit in the hotel room. I'm like, yes, this is it. I could feel my skin was tighter.
It just sucks. I peaked you a little too, like.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, fucking shredded.
That would have been awesome to have in prejudging.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, when I went on for the second day, and you know what? A 2-day show.
Sucks.
Not the best. Not very fun.
I'm telling you, and for nationals, for us, for women, it's always like that. USA's, I'm going to have to do that. I had to do that shit in Miami. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, I'll probably have to do it in Miami, too.
Yes, you will.
Okay, because you'll be there.
Yes, and I will be holding your hand and rubbing your hair the whole time.
But this is where I'm at. I went from 2,500 calories to what you were feeding me, probably what I was used to would be like sub 1,500 calories.
Yeah.
You know, like very low calorie intake. And I know you were doing damage control, but like I knew getting a hold of you, I was like, these next 2 days are gonna fucking suck. But like, I need to dry out. I need to get my stomach to come back in. It was like damage control for sure.
It was like do or die time.
Everything you gave me, I was like voodoo magic. I had a hotel room full of girls, and I'm like, teaspoon of salt, okay, like 1 rice cake, yeah, peanut butter jelly, like randomness, but it was awesome. I was like, this is the kind of care I needed. You know,
I love that they got to see the randomness.
yeah. Oh, and I'm like backstage pumping up with Paige. I don't know if you know her on Instagram, Beef Nugget.
Oh yeah, I fucking love
They're
her.
like, she's real shit. I was sitting next to her. She's like eating like a chocolate turtle. Like, so I'm like, well, Paige is eating. Like, I'm in my bag. There's a fucking loaf of bread in there and a big bottle of wine. And I'm like, last time I asked my girlfriends to pack my ditty bag, a fucking loaf of bread. Like, I look like a crazy bitch back here. And like, I'm like, why do I have a loaf of bread? Like, there's like a jar of peanut butter in there. I was like, all right, this is fine. Everything's fine. But we made it work. It was cool. It was cool. The wine was, I liked that aspect of it. That was good.
It to me like it's not only gonna make you vascular, but it settles your nerves a little bit. As soon as you go on, you're like, hey.
Yeah.
That's why I love that shit.
Like especially for the performance, I went out there like fucking Beyonce, man. I'm like, yeah, I own this shit. Like,
you're like, fuck this.
Like, y'all don't even know.
I am like super pumped about the package you're gonna bring to Miami, and the fact that now it's going to be, to me, it's the total package now. Because now we're going to work on your posing and your presence, your stage presence, as well as the fucking epic shit you already built.
Yes, thank you.
And so I want it's gonna be everything.
The whole
shebang.
And I think
it's gonna be from hair to your toes. It's everything.
Oh girl, yes. Yes, make me a queen for a day.
Yes, you will be Miss fucking Queen Bee. You're gonna be fucking Princess Protein, goddammit. I swear to God, like, I shit you not. I cannot wait.
Yes, I love that. I love that you're excited, because that makes me excited. But, you know, even more so, it's like, you talk about the whole package, and I think that you should earn your pro card that way. You know, I went into, and I say it to everybody, you know, people kept saying, oh, you're gonna get your pro card. It wasn't like I was trying to be humble. It's just that deep down I knew, like, man, I still got some things to learn. Like, for sure, I think that my physique brings that level.
Oh yeah, it does.
Pro level, but there's things I can still work on. But it was like I knew deep down, like, to earn that pro card, like, my posing needs to come in. Not to mention learning that diet on the way into the show, like. And of course, when you get your pro card, there's still so much more to learn. But you know, I'd only done three shows, so to get second place, man, I was like,
all right, with this. Girl, you done did better than me at my national show. My first national show, I got dead last. My second one in Miami, I got third. So believe me, I fully understand the hustle. And people are like, they always will be like, oh, this is your year. I'm like, if it is, it is.
Right.
If it's not, it's not. I'm still gonna do the same shit I do regardless.
Yes, exactly. Nothing. It's not gonna stop me from. Yeah, exactly. No placement's gonna stop me from doing this. I love this shit.
Exactly. Like, either way, I'm still gonna continue.
Yep. Nowhere but up.
Oh, I fucking love it. So, we are now in a mini off season. We're doing a little bit of rest time before we hit the ground running. What do you think so far?
So it's good. It's like I'm listening to my body. I've heard and listened to other women that rebound. You know, the kind of, you can have like whatever emotional issues with the rebound. I haven't had that. I actually feel really good. I've just been listening to my body. If I want to sleep, I sleep. If I want to train, I go and train. Of course, I keep up the cardio and the diet. But you gave me 4 weeks off, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to live. I'm going to have fun with my family and friends and do some normal things, but I'm going to stick to that diet, train, and do my cardio. And then when we're ready,
that's when we hit the ground running. That's what people don't understand is like the mental break you need to come back even stronger. And that's what people fail to do, especially new competitors that I get. As soon as they're done one show, they want to fucking do another one. And I was like, let's get your mental back stronger, and then we can come back and bring you a even better package.
Yes, I agree 100%. I think there was a lot of times I had to no to family and friends, and now I get these 4 weeks to say
It
yes.
sucks, and I want to
I'm
give
going
you
on
time to say yes.
vacation. Yeah. Then it's like I get that little break, and then it's back to what I love doing. It's not like I need, like, I don't need necessarily a break from it, but I know my body and my mind are going to benefit in the long run if I just take it easy for a second, you know.
And that's the hardest. That's the hardest for people to do, and they don't understand the benefits that come from it. But it's so fucking hard for people to do. I don't even know why. Like, my new competitors are like, I literally tell them, don't go back to the gym until Wednesday. Like, don't fucking do a goddamn thing until the Wednesday after your show. And they're hitting me up like Tuesday. I'm dying. I want to go in the gym. But they go back in the gym, and then the next week they're still fucking up. They're like, I can't stop eating like shit. And I'm like, because you didn't do what I told you to do and fucking chill.
Yeah, just relax. I think I went through some, relationship issues during this prep, and it taught me a lot about listening to my mind, listening to, like, connecting to myself and being okay with being by myself. I use cardio as a way to meditate. So this transition has actually been really smooth. Also knowing that I've got you on my side, that helps rest easy. Yeah, it's like I got a woman. She's military. She understands the concept of the rebound, and then I know that this next time I travel in, she's got my bag. Like, those things help me rest easy. But really, I don't know. For me, it's easy. Not easy, but the rebound has not been hard. It's been, I wake up and I'm like, okay, I got to go to work today. We're going to train after work if our mind and body says we should,
Yeah.
And then if it's a day where I'm like, no, we're going to sleep, then we're going to sleep and we're going to rest. And
people don't realize you will not wither away. You're not going to deflate. You're not going to lose gains. Like, you're not going to do anything but benefit when you go back in the gym, because you will be fucking stronger.
Yes. Oh my God. I took about an entire week. You told me about 4 or 5 days. I was like, I'm going to do my cardio. I'm going to take a whole week off. And I went back to the gym, and I was like, yes. Like, all of the rice that you'd given me, the Ezekiel bread, all the good foods that I've been eating and doing consistently, it was like, yes, like, I'm alive. I felt reborn. Because, like, at the end of prep, you feel like you're in a desert, a deserted, like...
You feel like death. It's like super depressing. You're like... You're trying to find the light back. You're trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel again.
Everybody else is, like, lifting weights, and you're just, like, hating them. And you don't know why you hate them. And then you're just, like, picking up a 5-pound dumbbell, like, kill me. Like, this is terrible.
That's what I'm saying, because people don't understand. Once you get that deep into prep, and even after your show, your strength, you're a little bitch. Your strength is out of the fucking window. So that rest is also good mentally, because when you go back, you're back in the groove of being able to lift the shit you could before.
Mm-hmm. I wake up in the morning, I check my abs, I'm like, okay, we're still good. Everything's fine.
I stalk your Instagram, I'm like, okay, she's still got quad veins, we're good.
Yeah, she's keeping up with it, she's good. She's still vasty. Yeah.
But see, I think that's the one thing that I'm gonna love about you, because women are so hard to bring their legs in, and mine are not, and yours are not either, and I fucking love that.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody says that, they're like, holy shit. Like, so I've always had I think it's my genetics. I don't know. My dad's got amazing legs. My mom's extremely strong as well. So I really don't know. I really don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
I don't either, girl. Like, because girls always are like, how the fuck do your legs come in? And I'm like, yo, I don't know. I did my first show, and ever since then, that was it. They just come in first.
Yeah, they stayed on point. Everybody was like, the first show, they're like, your legs are crazy. Second show, legs are crazy. Holy shit, legs. And I'm like, all right, like, I guess I got something going on down there.
Now it's legs and back, and then next we adding them delts. We go add them delts, and you go be like, flat out.
Give me some shoulders.
I'm so excited.
Yes, I need shoulders. Yes. And then we just need to get that taper. My waist needs to dial in, and
I'm telling you that split that I gave you, like, I'm telling you, I try, like, I never give anything unless I try it myself, and like I spent this whole off season doing that fucking training split and resting, like how I told you, just to rest whenever the fuck you feel like it. Like, I literally spent my entire off season doing that, and I like look like I doubled in fucking size.
yeah,
from Miami.
Yeah, I already feel like that. Yes, I love it. I love it. I feel more full. I can't wait to see what these 4 weeks bring. And then when you drive me back out, I'm really excited. Like, I'm like counting down the days until prep again. Like, that's terrible, but
me and Mike are super fucking pumped about Miami. We're like so fucking pumped about Miami. Because we both get to go as coaches, and we don't have to like prep.
Yes.
So now we just get to go coach and chill and focus all on y'all, because I think you're competing, and Mike I think has 2 guys, a classic and a physique guy competing.
Is Jesse going out there?
I don't know if Jesse's going to take off a year. I know Heather, his wife, is competing in Miami, so she'll be there. Yeah. So she'll be doing bodybuilding, so we'll be able to see all that.
The first thing I said I was like, girl, those legs though, and she's like, oh, I'm not lean, and I'm like, no, but I know what you got going on, because those are some
I see those. Yeah. I see those.
Beautiful shape.
I know, and she is so awesome. She looks so good, and then now she's with my coach Josh, so to coach her for this national show.
Great.
Because her last national show,
Josh just got first.
Yeah, he got overall at his show.
That's cool. That's great. That's good.
We're coming in hot, man. We're coming in hot.
All of it.
That's what I tell Shanice. Shanice is like, Team Leal coming in hot. I'm like, yeah.
Speaking of which, I saw an ad at your Instagram about, like, you guys are making clothes.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is, we're finally going to have, we wanted to get the logo down and make it clean, because me and Mike like that clean look. So we got that down, but now it's to find quality clothes. So not like shitty, like these basic ass like workout clothes. We want some like nice shit, like that people can wear, that shit that we would like to wear working out. That's what we want to give to people. So that takes a hot minute to find that, but yeah, that's going to be coming into play, and we're going to be getting some stylish shit for the team. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, like some of those snap up warm up suits, like
just boom. Yeah, like I want to do something for the girls for tanning and stuff like that, all that jazz.
Cool. I love it. That's exciting.
Maybe even make some goddamn flip flops. Who knows?
They better be furry.
Yes, definitely furry. So, let's talk about sponsorship. So, do you currently have any sponsors right now?
No, I do not. I do not have any sponsors.
Are you looking at anybody? Does anybody catch your eye? Because when I look for sponsors, I look for them. I don't even wait till they look for me. I look for shit I could use. So, like, every one of my sponsors, I use their shit, and I've used it before I even hit them up.
Yeah, I've got, like, some products that I always use. I used to manage a couple supplement stores, so I've dabbled in, like, every pre-workout, intra-workout you can friggin' name. And I really like caged muscle supplements. I've got them right now. But as for sponsorships, I've never really looked for any. I guess I haven't gotten that far in my career to look for them.
You'll start looking for shit you use on the daily, and you're like, yo, if I get this shit for free, that shit'll cut some cost out of my life.
Oh yeah, I really have been liking the cage muscle supplements. That's really all I use for pre, intra, post workout. Yeah, that's all I've been using right now. And I used Dimetized Rule 1 proteins as well.
You ain't gonna be using none of that shit this time.
I know. That's okay,
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of giving clients protein powder. I'm just not. Like, I've never been a fan of it. Like, and the only time I like my clients to do it, and it's not going to even be a weight isolate or anything like that. It's going to be the vegan. It's just because it's easier on your belly, and it won't cause inflammation and stuff like that. It might, like, that's just my spiel on it. So I personally probably won't ever give you protein powder ever again.
That's totally fine. It's good. I use glutamine, so if we're talking recovery, that's the only aspect.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind. I give you the stack, the BCA, the glutamine, and the EAs. Yeah, all three. Like, I'm okay with that.
What EAs do you and Mike use? Because I'm in the market for those.
So I'm gonna have to, like, the ones we used and we had on Amazon, I don't know if they're in stock, so I'm gonna have to. I think he said the next one we use is by MPA Subs.
That would be a hella awesome sponsorship right there.
Dude, I would fucking love MPA Subs, okay? Like, I love all of his shit. And, it'd be hell of a sponsorship. You listening, I'm just saying, like, if you ever hear me, MPA Subs, I love you. Their product is quality product, and it's good shit.
Yeah, and I love his videos as well, because he explains everything, so it helps you trust.
Exactly.
Especially the Cardiosolve and the Heart Solve.
Dude, the Cardiosolve, that is going to be your shit during prep. Oh, look. MPA Subs.
Yep. Vasoburn, Vasodry.
All of it.
I use the Keto 7. I use the Cortisol. But I tried the pills that he has. There's the Heart Solve.
We have those too,
I tried those for a while. I don't think I tried them enough to see the results or to get any blood work done and see if they helped with, what he said that it would help with. But I don't know. I've always loved his product. So
yeah, I tried the heart stuff and the same thing. Didn't really feel any effects. But the Cortisol, that shit. All of his his intra workout and shit like that. All of his stuff is boss, and it tastes good too. He did well. Kudos to you, because you did really well.
Yes, and thank you for being a knowledgeable supplement. That's the same with Cage Muscle Supplement. So his name's Chris. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I think it's like Gerthen. But he's just as informational about his product. So everything with Cage Muscle Supplements is clean. The BCAAs are unfermented. There's no animal hair in them or animal byproducts. So that's what I love about Caged. A lot of people talk shit about his pre-workout. It's like really thick, but like I just do a half a scoop of some L-citrulline and I'll get pumped up, man. And he's got a good intra workout called Encaged.
Mm-hmm.
He uses like a coconut water for hydration. Oh, there's another product he has called Hydrocharged. I use Hydrocharged for my my cardio. I like that because it keeps you hydrated. So
yeah, well.
So yeah, he's good too.
Are you gonna get a different suit for this show?
I'm gonna go through I'm just gonna get my suit altered.
Okay.
Because I got that one custom made by T. Marie. So I need to get the bottoms need to be a little bit smaller. They were too big. And then the way that the straps lay on the bottoms, I want those to come out a little bit more. Like the connectors in the back, they were way too close.
See, and I want my connectors closer.
You do?
Yeah.
Because I want my bottoms smaller.
So my bottoms I'm going to have smaller but higher. And then the connectors are going to be, because my waist is so so I'm going to do that, and then the connectors are going to be smaller because I find when the connectors are on the two sides, it makes my waist look wider than what it is. So if I have them in the middle, you'll be able to see my taper a lot better. And it's crazy because every woman's shaped different, so that's why they have so many different fucking styles.
Now, do you like the clear strap?
I've never
the actual color of your suit,
I've never had the clear strap. I've always had the color of my suit. I think the clear strap would be cool though.
Yeah. Yeah, I always wondered what that would look like. I don't think I've seen. I think Dani Castillo. I think I saw her do a clear strap in the back in a couple photos, but I can't recall.
I'm super fucking pumped. So anything particular you're passionate that you want to touch on before we get off and I go train shoulders?
Okay. I'll say something that I feel passionate about. I think
Passionate or advice, like any like good advice that you've gotten in your life.
um I think the best advice I think I got was from my mom. Um, and she taught me when I was a little kid. She said, and all throughout growing up, every like it was always what she said after every lesson learned. You know, she tells us a story. Her lesson learned was, you know, if people don't like what you're doing, fuck them. And that's always like that's something I've always lived by. It's like, okay, like if you don't, you know, don't I'm not doing anything wrong, you know. So if somebody doesn't like what you're doing, a lot of people hesitate to go towards their dreams because what if somebody doesn't like it? What if somebody in their family doesn't approve? Especially being like a female bodybuilder, you know, what if that? A lot of girls, I'm sure you've heard females say, man, I want to look like you. I just want to be muscular. I just want as much muscle.
Yeah, I want to look like you, just not as big.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'll try to pretend that's not insulting.
I know, thank you.
And I just don't want to look as bulky as you. I'm like, all right, like let's not even go there because you don't work as hard as I do for yourself to look that way.
That's what I have to tell people. I was like, love bug, like it's okay. You won't look like me. you won't.
Never.
You won't.
Never. Especially with that mindset. You keep that mindset, and you won't look like me. But yeah, no, I think my biggest piece of advice is like whatever you're doing, if it's yoga, freaking, I don't even care. Like whatever it is, say something. You know, somebody's gonna be drinking a big, got a gallon of water, and they're gonna say some shit to you. And, you know, whatever, just fuck them. Just keep moving forward. Like the only person that you gotta please at the end of the night is yourself. You know, if you can go to bed with yourself, then you're good. If you can't, there's something going on. Either you got anxiety, you're not happy about something. So I always think that too. Like if it's something that keeps you up at night, you gotta figure out why is it keeping you up at night? How do I fix it? So, soapbox.
I love it. All right, well, thank you for listening to Life, Love, and Training. Subscribe below, please, and we will see you with the next episode. Peace.